Hello, everyone. Welcome to twitch.tv/the Onyx Path, where today we are gathered to visit the world of Dystopia Rising Evolution with our Making Connections Session 6. Probably going to be our series finale for this one. When last we met, the party had dropped off they dropped off the last crate in their possession and were preparing to make the trek to Boston to drop off the last of the packages. This one, the open one, that needed to be attached to a living host. It was surgically moved from Rav to Darcy at the end of the session, and you all were getting ready to pull up into the city of Boston. But before we dive into that, a couple things I would like to go over, just to let the audience at home know real quick. First and foremost, we are still in the final days of the Trinity Continuum Player's Guide Backer Kit campaign. We have successfully reached our base goal. We're currently unlocking stretch goals, and things are moving along apace. We are now counting down the remaining time in hours, not days. There are 65 hours left to get involved. So if you've not yet done so, head over there, throw your support at the link in the chat. You can get early access to the manuscript, and anything that is pledged up until that cutoff time helps us towards unlocking stretch goals, things along those lines. So definitely head over there and get involved. Lots of fun going on with it. We've been running 2 actual plays to support this, and I will be running the second session of Divergence tomorrow at, I think, noon Eastern, and then that'll be the last one during the campaign. Then we will have a wrap-up session of Time and Space on Saturday, where Lecco has just been transformed into a muscle-bound, massive, masculine, monstrous. I ran out of M words.
Mega Chad?
Yes, yeah, something along those lines.
Space Mega Chad.
It's true. I also want to make sure that everyone is aware that we are currently running a media creation competition. Anyone can get involved. We've got, basically, we're looking for short videos, things maybe that you post to your TikTok or your Twitter, Instagram, things along those lines, and fill out the form that I'm going to throw a link to in the chat. And if you do so, you can enter to win $150 worth of gaming PDFs from Onyx Path. So lots of cool stuff. And I'm going to throw the link right there in the chat. Sorry, as if you've been a fan of the channel for any time, you know I can't talk and type at the same time. But we'll be figuring out the winner for that, I think, the first week of May. And all the details of that are covered over at the Onyx Path Monday meeting notes and on our media blog that Matthew Dawkins puts together. I think that's... Oh, yeah, I also want to remind everybody that this Friday, next Friday, the 28th, the last Friday of every month, is the Onyx Path Game Night through Start Playing Games. We are generally focusing on They Came From this month, but any Onyx Path game, if you want to sign up to run or play, you can do so at Start Playing. It's a good opportunity to check out new games you haven't tried yet. Maybe put together, if you're looking for a group, you can put together a game as a GM and then just put it out there, and maybe you can wind up finding a new gaming group, or if you've picked up one of the Story Path games, but you've not had an opportunity to try it out yet, just go ahead and sign up. Say, hey, this is my first time running it. Would anybody like to try? And it's a good way to get your game going. We also do have looking for group channels over at our Discord that might help support that if you're looking to put a group together to play. So before we dive into the tweaks and the bookkeeping at the beginning of the session, let's have everybody go ahead and introduce themselves, tell us who you are, what you do, who you're playing, your pronouns, their pronouns, and anything you would like to promote. And let's start this off this week with Darcy with Haley. Please give us details.
Hi everyone, my name's Haley, also known as Babe_Blade666. Tonight I'm playing Darcy. She's a mutant with her face all fallen off. She's also a great entertainer, so on an adventure. Her pronouns are she, her. My pronouns are she, her. Excited to see how this story ends.
Excellent, and we're excited to have you here. Next up, Leco, please give us all your pertinent details.
Hi, I'm Leco Rodriguez, teamleco.com. Visit for a free consultation if you're looking for highly personalized nutrition training or weight loss coaching. I'm playing Topher, the Green Gopher, owner-operator of Green Gopher Dispatch and Delivery, fast, reliable, and zombie-proof delivery service you can trust. The glowing reviews guarantee. Your cargo is on the way. Zombies can't stop us.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And next up, that brings us to CJ. Please give us your pertinence.
Hi, everybody. I'm CJ Starry. Other than here, you can find me on Ink and Lyre, Lyre. My pronouns are they, them, and Hayden Horn, the resident Sawbones doctor, also has the pronouns they, them, and I'm super excited to be here.
We're super excited to have you. And last but most certainly not least, Kevin, your pertinent details, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Zarnke, he, him, noted game designer, voice actor, tutor, teacher, general no good layabout. I'll be playing, oh my God, why can't I remember his name all of a sudden? I'll be playing Rav.
Rav!
Clearly you could trust me. I'll be playing Rav. He's not a vampire. He just drinks blood and can't go in the light. I can't relate to that. The resident sniper and now not dialysis machine for a bag of pus containing a psychic glow baby. God, the things you don't plan to say today. Anyway, It's he, hims all around over here. And let's do this.
Rock and roll. All right. So before we delve into the adventure, as usual, you have the opportunity to make tweaks. If anyone would like to spend experience, now is your time to do so. Also, if you would like to move one attribute dot from an attribute to another, you may do so. Or if you want to move a skill, you may move one dot to another. Do any of you want to? Oh, and also you can reassign any aspirations you might have. So do any of you have any tweaks you would like to make?
No,
I spent one on firearms with the experience that we had.
Firearms is handy. I highly recommend it. Comes in useful.
I'll spend my 5 XP and max out my firearms.
Excellent. Any XP expenditures for Hayden?
I am having my once every 2 to 3 months where the heck did I put my sheet? So I will speak up as soon as I get that moment. But I know I have it here. It's just I made the mistake of having several Google Drives instead of just one. So I'm just filing through them at the moment. Don't mind me.
No worries. We'll circle back. How about for Topher the Gopher?
Topher is going to spend his 3 experience on an edge. He's going to take his fame to 3. And short-term aspiration, I need one. I really just need to drop this thing off. The goddamn shipping.
Excellent. All right. So to review, what are your current aspirations for Topher?
I also have established a trade route to the pit and to expand the delivery franchise with at least one more partner.
Okay, excellent.
Boston's going to be a busy place.
Excellent. And what are Rav's aspirations at this point?
Oh, I've got him. I already know what's in the box. Oh my god, this is a previous. Okay, here it is. I mean, I just got unhooked. That was my big thing. It's complete the delivery with benefit to the baby.
Okay.
And I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the last session.
Well, I mean, it does help us steer a little bit.
True enough. Display martial prowess we'll throw on there.
Excellent. Excellent.
I did find my sheet.
Wonderful. Any expenditures or tweaks?
Remind me again how many experience it costs to. Is it 3 dot points to have a new dot in a skill? Or
A skill is 5.
skill is 5. Okay, I'm
Yep.
nowhere near that. So I think I'm okay on any expenditures or switch. Actually, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to move a dot.
For 3 XP, you can get an edge or a specialty.
Yep.
If that's enough.
I actually only have 2 because I drained my XP last session to get a few things, which is okay. I'm going to move a dot, 1 dot from athletics to persuasion.
Excellent.
And then I helped a local, I think, last session, and so my new short-term aspiration is nobody in the party dies.
That's a good short-term aspiration.
Yep, that's it. I was kind to myself and made notes about what I wanted to do after last session. So.
Good call. And any changes for Darcy?
Just the 1 point in firearms.
And your aspirations, I'm sorry?
My first short aspiration is show off your athletic skill. I really want to do some parkour with the light baby. See if I can pull it off.
Excellent.
My other short term is make sure light baby is in good hands.
Also excellent.
And my long one is convert someone of faith to the light of Hedon. And so far, I've only really worked on Hayden so far.
Right, that's
Maybe
fair.
I'll convince her this episode.
That's fair.
I mean,
All right. Well, having said all that, let's get diving in. So when last we met, you were all pulling up into the city of Boston proper. You have your directions as to where you're supposed to be going, Topher. And as you're pulling up, tell me, could each of you, if you don't mind, give me a roll? This is going to be based on just taking in the environment. So please tell me what skill would each of you like to rely on? What skill and attribute combination would you like to rely on for taking in the environment? This does involve like spotting danger, so if you have any edges that come along with that, feel free to shout those out as well. And let's start it out with Topher. What are you going to lean on?
So I'm actually going to lean on my trade ties. I would like to spend a momentum so as to lower the target number of trying to figure out like where I can acquire or trade goods and services here. So I'm basically looking for trying to point us into like the whatever the commercial area would be in Boston, because I imagine it's relatively like sophisticated.
And you're trying to do that before you drop off the baby?
Well, I don't have a point of reference otherwise. So I'm just kind of using that to orient wherever I'm going to end up, wherever I'm dropping the thing off. Like
Okay, gotcha.
So I don't know my way around Boston, so I'm focusing on like, okay, where I know where the commerce goes. So
okay. In that case, go ahead and give me a culture roll and pair that with whatever attribute you would like in terms of paying attention, noticing things, and your target number then is reduced to 7.
yeah, cunning. Jesus. There's no way I'm going to get 7. Oh, I got 5 and 3
No,
times.
it's your target number is reduced to 7, not your difficulty.
Oh, okay. It's like, Jesus Christ. Well, okay, so this might be a really cool roll, though. So, did I get any more? 1 more. So 6 total.
Excellent. I'll come back around to you. Rev, first of all, are you riding the front or the back?
I figure I'm in the back, poking out of the roof port.
Excellent.
I'm going to go with cunning and firearms, if I may, to try to spot firing lines and ambush points. Think tactically.
Beautiful. Go ahead and give me that roll. Target number is 8, obviously, for everybody that's not using a skill trick. So.
All right. Oh. There's a lot of dice. Okay, it's a 1. That's just 1.
Excellent.
The luck may have left me in this campaign at last. We're going to find out.
Wonderful. And Darcy, are you riding the front or the back?
I guess I'll go in the front.
Excellent. And what would you like to rely on to sort of take in your environment?
I have a skill or an edge called time sense. Maybe that will help. And
the time sense really just kind of affects with passage of time, things along the things where that would be pertinent. So that probably isn't going to help so much with noticing stuff. Well,
maybe certain times of days are more dangerous. I don't know.
Yeah, let me look at something real quick. But while I'm looking at that, what skill would you like to lean on?
All I have is culture, really. Everything else kind of doesn't really fit in with the situation.
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and give me a culture, say maybe cunning.
Okay. Ooh, 2 10s.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll those.
And an 8.
Excellent. So that's 3
3.
successes. Nice. And finally, Hayden, what would you like to lean on as you're sort of keeping an eye on what's going on? And are you sitting in the front or the back?
I think I'll probably say the back at this point. Let's see here. So I'm gonna do empathy and intellect. If that's all right, kind of reading the room. But I am gonna add the enhancement of my acute hearing.
Okay. Excellent.
Let's give it a shot. Oops, I just minimized my dice roller. We're doing it.
Nice.
There we go. Okay. I have a reroll. There we go. I have another reroll.
Nice.
Okay, we have a total of just 4 successes, actually.
Wonderful. All right, so here's how this sort of pans out as you're pulling into town. So for you're sort of taking through the trade routes, heading toward the address that you've been given for the Morgan residence, where you're supposed to be dropping off this final package. As you are moving through, you pretty much immediately clock that there seems to be some sort of like a concerted it feels almost choreographed, a few impediments that get moved into your way as you're moving through the city, kind of like a fender bender between 2 cars in front of you, causing you to go off onto a side street. a fight breaking out between a couple people. It seems to spill out from inside of from like the lobby of a tavern right as you're pulling up, causing you to sort of divert. And as you're moving along, you start to get the impression that somebody's trying to steer you, trying to detour you.
Like this stuff is staged?
Yeah.
We're being herded. Strange to be on the other side of it.
And Hayden, you pick up some movement like on the rooftops in a couple of places as you're moving through. You also, with your successes, you clocked it. It looks like some of them are using like squawk boxes. Somebody's got they've got some sort of hand communication devices they seem to be leaning on. And Darcy, you can absolutely confirm this all seems to be like coordinated with timing that is far too precise to be coincidental.
Question.
Communicating with each other.
Your
It's
question?
a trap.
Okay. We've probably pinged a few faces. Like we've marked a few people who involved in this.
Sure, absolutely.
So we're in a city. Is it like so? It's crowded. This is like Metropolis, post-APOC city.
I mean, it's
Situation.
it's busy. Some of the streets are pretty crowded. Some of them are a little bit more sparsely populated. Nothing is quite like you might imagine a modern city to be, but some of the streets are pretty well populated, pretty busy.
Okay. Not Fallout 4's Boston then.
No,
Okay.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Based on how far we've been diverted already, how far is it distance-wise, like to our destination off-road?
There's really no off-road path to your destination. Like you're in the city proper, and where you're going is in the city proper. You got like 6 successes on your roll, right?
Mhm.
So you're pretty sure that they're not. You don't think they're trying to herd you from your destination so much as you think they're maybe trying to delay your arrival at your destination.
Huh.
Being that I'm no longer hooked up to Light Baby, I'm going to hop out of the truck and sort of pace around, like keep up but stay innocuous. It's about time I got to use all these stealth dice I've got.
Sure. Yeah, you're gonna try to sort of sneak and maybe
If these people are coordinating and communicating,
are you gonna try to like stay at street level, or are you gonna try to get up high?
If there are roofs to hop, I'd love to hop some roofs. I don't have parkour like some people, but I could probably like hop between close buildings. I've got enough athletics to justify that, I think.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. And what would you like to lean on for your attribute?
Dexterity, please.
All right. And what were you gonna say, Topher?
well, I mean, if they have radios, I have a radio. So, like, figuring out what frequency they're on would be probably a really handy thing to do. So, I will begin futzing with my radio and see if I can find out what band they're on.
Sure. Go ahead and make a technology check for me.
I would love to. Ooh, my stomach's growling.
7 successes. Excellent. Yeah. Rav hops off the back of the truck and just disappears. Is there anything that Darcy or Hayden would like to do at this stage?
Darcy is clutching the Light Baby. It's actually hooked up to her like front part instead
Yeah,
of
it's reversible.
the backpack baby.
Right on.
Totally, it's totally meant to be used either way. If you want to kangaroo it, you know.
What about for Hayden?
Hayden's just gonna continue to keep an eye out for anything that registers as a threat.
Excellent. And how many successes did you get on that tech check, Topher?
I got 5 on squelching and squealing.
Excellent. You hop on. You hear some chatter. I don't know where he went. He just disappeared. But they're still moving in. Do we have an all clear at the final destination yet? You hear somebody else squawk in, and you hear some noise, some interference as they do. And just a second. You had enough successes on your tech check. I'll let you. I'll give it to you that you are pretty sure that what you're hearing in the distance is some sort of like physical struggle, some sort of altercation in the background.
Sounds like there's a bit of a scuffle at our delivery location.
Is there any other route that we can take?
Well, I'm gonna slow down a little bit, which will likely give Rav a chance to go to be even dirtier, whatever Rav's gonna do. But I will hop in. I'll wait until there's a pause in their chatter.
Sure.
I will chime in. This is Emerald Parcel. The hell's going on up there? Over.
Switch. And then
Don't you
hear
dare!
a bunch of static.
I'll find you.
About that time, Rav, with all those stealth successes, you're absolutely able to get up behind one of these sort of rooftop lookouts. And you can see that this person on the roof is crouched. They have a sniper rifle on their back, and they're using binoculars. And they've got a hand walkie-talkie, but they're not. They don't seem to be taking an aggressive position yet, and they certainly do not see you approaching. So it's up to you how you'd like to approach that.
I am going to press my silenced assault rifle to the back of their head.
Excellent.
5 seconds. Answers by you more. Who, what, why?
Listen, I'm not sure who. We've been paid, and they're looking to grab the package at the drop-off.
How many of you?
In total, 20 across town.
Can you make them stand down?
No.
Fair enough. Knock them out.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a close combat. I'll give you an enhancement of 3 because you're in a good position, and then just the natural enhancement of the weapon.
Okay. Any chance I can use like athletics instead, like choke them out or something?
If you want to try to like get him into a grapple and a chokehold, sure.
Or just whatever. If I could use firearms for a melee with firearms, that'd be awesome. But maybe a couple dice less.
Well, you'd be so. Do you not have close combat? Is that?
I have no close combat at all.
Yeah. I mean, athletics would be a grapple. Firearms would just literally be if you're gonna just shoot them.
Gotcha. I'll choke him out. I'll just athletics him down then.
Excellent. So you do still have the enhancement. So
Killer. With athletics, it's still 8 dice. I ain't complaining. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
excellent. So you swing it around and get him on the throat. The good news is they do go down. The bad news for you is they seem to tap out some Morse code in the squelch as you're knocking them unconscious.
I'm going to grab that squawker.
Excellent. You have a hold of it. Meanwhile, Topher, are you continuing moving along the path?
Well, I'm not convinced that these people mean us well, and considering they might be causing problems for my intended recipient, that would put a damper on pretty much everything. So I'd like to know what's going on. So my intent is to aggressively pursue a route more direct to my destination so I can figure out what's going on there. Um, Now, the way Wayfinder generally works is you're supposed to use it to ignore environmental hazards, but I feel like driving in areas that are not road counts as environmental hazards. So I would like to use my Wayfinder to find a way that is not a road to get where I want to go. Can I do that?
Sure. Is that a skill trick?
Yeah, it's a skill trick. It's on 71.
All right. So drop a momentum for me if you don't mind.
I will. And I say, hold on.
Moving on.
Excellent.
I'm gonna squawk over 19 of them now. And but yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the truck squawk signal.
Okay.
And now Topher also has he's part of the postal service, right?
I believe he's got postal service connections.
Okay. Is there can we say that there's like a shared like code between us, like PO Box 6 means channel 4?
Sure. Yeah, that stands to reason. I'll allow that.
See. So down to the truck, PO Box 4, inbox. Switch over.
As you're calling over, you see Topher turn and drive into a building that's across the street from you. But the rest. Go ahead.
I'm also part of the postal service. Would I know what that means?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can all hop on the right frequency. Were you going to ask something, Hayden?
I will hand Darcy the radio.
Oh, just holding on and listening to the radio.
Excellent. So Darcy's got the hand radio talking to Rav. Topher, you're still going through channels looking for the.
Now I'm driving.
Right, but are you just driving now, and you're not bothering trying to find what channel?
Oh no,
they're
if I'm
currently-
driving into buildings, I can kind of only do one of these things well.
That's fair.
Maybe Darcy can take over the channel surfing.
I'll handle this.
Excellent. So you can see, Rav, that apparently Topher has decided to shortcut through what looks like you're hoping is an abandoned building.
This old song.
You make it out the other side, Topher. Are you going to go on the move, Rav? Are you going to try to search for more of the people that are sort of scattered about? Or are you going to try to follow Topher's now erratic driving pattern?
You say
Compromise.
erratic. Okay, I say creative.
Seemingly erratic. I'm going to compromise them. I'm trying to keep in vicinity, but I figure this is going to throw them off of their plans. So that means I can catch them up as they try to adjust. We have the tactical advantage there if they have to adapt to us.
Sure.
But I'm signaling over 20 to start, 19 now. They have interception of the packages confirmed.
That sucks.
Burnout.
Well, that's why we wear a helmet.
Excellent.
Hayden's gonna just. Well, never mind. I was gonna say. No, okay. So I was gonna say draw their own weapon, but one, they're in the back, and two, they have quick draw. What they are going to do is probably
So
Just
big
keep an
fat
eye-
turret back there.
through that turret. Yep,
All right.
exactly.
So you hop on the turret. Hayden, you can see about you can see 4 people on bikes come sort of shooting out of an adjacent alley as you're passing. They drive up about half a block and then stop. Rev, you can hear them over the you can hear chatter over the box. One of them says, the location is secure, but the primary targets have moved into a panic room. We have to fall back to plan B.
Convey that over to the group. Let them know the channel to listen in on, and please a healthy reminder: don't let them know that you can hear them.
Yeah, I'll switch over to the radio.
Hayden is gonna. I'm like, this could have disastrous consequences. Would like to try to shoot in a way that takes the bikes out, or at least knocks these people out of their bikes, but not the people.
Sure. Go ahead. Give me a firearms roll. The gun that you're using will provide. Let's see. Three enhancement.
Nice.
Which is handy. And you'll basically be looking at a difficulty of 3. So each success beyond that, you can target. You can divide the successes up beyond that, basically, to.
Perfect. May I use intelligence again as I try to do exact trajectories?
Absolutely.
Sweet. We like that. Okay. You know, it's a lot more. Ooh, another reroll. Effective to roll a digital dice, but it's a lot less satisfying.
That's fair.
True.
Okay, we have. I have 2 successes. Does anyone mind me taking a momentum to hope for the best and try for one more?
It's 5 with your enhancement, right? How many are you going
Oh
for?
wait, that's right. I have enhancement. That's 5. Never mind. I only needed 3.
Oh, okay.
You need 3 to hit the base. So the others you would be dividing between targets. So right now, basically, you'd be able to hit 2 bikes with the gun.
Okay, and then with the other, because I had a total of 5, can I split the other 2 between the other 2 targets?
No, that's what I'm saying. With the target, the difficulty was 3, so you needed 3 to be able to hit
Oh, gotcha.
anybody, right? So the
Gotcha.
two successes that you're spending would hit 2 of the targets. So if you wanted to go for 2 more, you would need to spend some momentum. And if I'm not mistaken, we're actually at a momentum of 3, right? Because you activated another.
Yep.
I
Skill
think it's
check.
up to you guys, but I think just taking care of 2 is probably okay in the moment.
Yeah, because I can always hit 1.
Well, they are.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on them.
They are currently behind you, and if you wanted to, Rav, you can use that sniper shot to take out the third one. If you'd like.
Yeah, I am, as they say in 40K, shooting and scampering.
Excellent.
So Hayden is, with the 2 successes, is going to try to take 2 of them out, hopefully in a way that takes them out of the chase, but without murdering the shit out of them.
You basically flatten the front tires on 2 of the bikes. Is Rav being as humane, or is Rav just taking one of their heads off?
Define humane.
Targeting the vehicles and not the.
I've seen what happens when a bike gets shot out from under you.
Are you? Well, they're currently sitting. They're not currently, like they pulled out and stopped, and that's when the firing took place.
Leg shots.
Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, you drop the third one. There's one that's up, and he basically busts at you and starts taking off the other direction. As you clear through that field, you have reduced the, active count that you're aware of down to 14 people. few minutes later, you pull up in front of the address where you're meant to deliver, unless you're planning on going somewhere else, Topher.
Is there some sort of is there a kerfuffle
A kerfuffle where?
at the destination?
At the destination?
Yeah.
You don't see an active kerfuffle, but you see an active sign that there has recently been one. There are
Bodies.
there are 6 dead guards sort of spread about the front of the grounds. You can see that a couple of the windows have been broken out, and the door has clearly been kicked in. But there's no activity at the moment at the premises that you can see from the outside.
I'll pull up closer to the building. What time of day is it?
It's like noon.
Okay. Can I see anything that's going on in there? Are we talking? Is this like a giant house? What is it? Is it like a mansion?
Yeah. So if you'd imagine like a like a manor, there's like a stone sort of privacy fence around the outside. Rather large wrought iron gate. The gate is hanging wide open, and that's where you can kind of clearly see the doors and windows through that open gate.
This is the address, right?
Yeah, as far as you can tell.
And who am I looking for specifically? One of the Morgans?
Yes, you're looking for Chase Morgan.
See what you did there.
Well, I can't get this thing signed for if we can't find a hand. So we get out here.
Should I wait in here or?
No, we got to make this delivery. So I will grab 2 uniforms for my people. I don't know where Rab is, but I'll leave the third one out. Best we got, so should keep you relatively safe. So yeah, the green gopher delivery uniform provides 3 soft armor.
Yo.
Pretty sturdy.
3 soft armor. All
right.
right.
That's all it does, but
Hey,
Velour.
every little bit helps.
and I will get I guess the rifle out if someone knows how to use it. And Topher will grab his bat.
All
Excellent.
right. Hayden will take the rifle.
And Rav, are you working to reduce the number of combatants that are not on the premises making their way there, or are you trying to get there and like establish a perimeter? What's your angle of approach?
Mobile Overwatch. I spot a bad guy, sniper.
Okay.
And just keep moving so that they don't catch up to me.
Excellent.
If the group goes inside, I will cover the exterior until I've got 20 hits or I get told there's bad guys inside.
Excellent. All right. You reduce the oncoming force by another 4 as you are sort of making your way to the place.
My time has come.
And that leads Topher, Darcy, and Hayden. I assume you are now all armored and dressed up before getting out of the truck?
Yeah.
All right. You start
What
making...
kind of rifle is this rifle? Sorry, just
That is it's on my character sheet, I'll tell you. It is
just checking to see what's better, the rifle or the bolt
a
pistol.
lever.
but I'm
Is a
reckoning-
lever action rifle. It is +2
it's
enhancement,
definitely
piercing,
rifle.
2-handed.
Yeah, bolt pistols are only 1. So
I also have a machete. So I guess I'll carry that
That's a
instead of a
rifle.
bat.
Cowboy
okay.
gun.
Yeah, I'll grab the rest of my stuff though. The grapnel hook, the pry bar, tools. Who knows what's going to happen in there?
Excellent.
yeah,
Problem
Hayden has all
solvers.
their stuff on a pack as usual, and the bolt pistols in a holster. But I will take that rifle. That is a nicer gun than what I normally have.
Are you doing anything special on your approach, or are you all just kind of walking in the front door?
I'll announce our presence.
Of course you will.
I'll go behind Aiden
Yeah.
in case they see
Aiden will-
something. I'll go at the back.
Excellent.
Stay low.
He
You're the
is to
target.
protecting Darcy. So
As you make your way up kind of onto the porch, you see there's 6 folks, all wearing like leather jackets, chaps, jeans, each carrying a pistol. You can see there's another 4 dead, what appear to be like household staff scattered throughout the foyer. And one of them with the pistol says, or one of the assailants says, "You're the delivery boy, right?"
Name's Topher, Green Gopher Delivery and Dispatch. You Chase Morgan?
No, but we'll be taking that package on their behalf.
Oh,
Call the ball.
well, considering I haven't received any notification of that change to the contract, I'm afraid I really can't hand that off to anyone but Chase Morgan.
It's a real shame. They all upstrap.
Too bad for them. Snipe, 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 snipe.
And also with Hayden's quick draw,
All right.
maybe we can get one up on him.
Yeah, so let's do initiative rolls, please. It's the lower of your dex and empathy, or no, I'm sorry, it's different. Dystopia. Give me half a second to look it up.
Really gonna make me use this knife.
I am. Absolutely.
You can't run them all over. There's only so much viscera to grease those treads.
I mean, this thing it has messy and versatile.
Versatile messiness.
Yep.
My children.
All right, so you would take your most appropriate skill plus cunning.
Oh, okay.
It's an 8 dice kind of night.
I got 4.
And with quick draw,
Ooh.
I think quick draw is like the way I interpret it is like I don't take an action to draw a weapon, I think is what it actually is.
it's considered a reflexive action, so that doesn't affect your combat. Effectively, you can have a weapon in hand for free. All right, so you got 3. Darcy got 2. What'd Topher get?
4.
And where's Rav at?
6.
Excellent. So Rav, you have the first initiative. You are out on the outer wall.
Mm-hmm.
You can try to take a pot shot inside, or you can ready to basically shoot if anyone comes up. Those are kind of your options. Which way would you like to go?
Ready for shot.
All right.
Whispering into the radio, no harm shall come to the child of light.
Excellent. I love it. That brings us next to Topher, right?
Got to say over.
What, what would Topher like to do?
I mean, I got it. The mail must be delivered. Okay, so I'm going to dispatch some delivery, or deliver some dispatching, as it were.
Some deliverance.
Excellent.
Dispatch
carrying-
some deliverance.
They are carrying pistols.
Mails.
So I will attempt to relieve them of their carrying capacity with this machete.
Yeah, so you're gonna try to take a hand off somebody?
Hand to forearm, elbow, whatever.
All right, excellent.
Whatever's in reach, whatever's in range.
Go ahead and give me that attack check. Your difficulty is 3.
Is Dex close combat?
That works. And whatever the enhancement of the machete is, yeah.
+2. Lethal, messy, versatile. What does versatile do again?
Versatile, I do believe,
And
means
I can use it. I can use it two-handed and really smack somebody with it. Weapon tags. Versatile.
You can use a +1 enhancement when using the weapon to perform any stunt.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Make this roll.
I would rule that cutting someone's hand off is a stunt.
Yeah, sure. So 6 and 2 10s. No successes. So 6. What was the target?
6 is total. Target was 3.
All right, so 3. I'll disarm. I'll spend 2 to disarm him by taking his hand because it's messy. So I guess that's just what happens.
Excellent. Yes, you do take a hand off. Just to double check. Yeah, it shatters bones, leaves ragged wounds, blows apart cover. A messy weapon will leave a distinctive trail of gore in its wake, and the specific weapon can likely be identified.
Yeah.
So yeah, you give him the Anakin Skywalker. As now, were you targeting the anyone in particular, or just the nearest?
Well, probably the one who was probably closest to me and talking and pulled an up strap.
Excellent.
I say, hands off the package.
All right, and his hand does in fact come off. That brings
Still one extra success, right? Can I just use that to do damage, or?
Sure, you can. Yes, you can absolutely use that for the.
How does lethal work? Lethal is, it just deals lethal damage.
Right. Yeah. Just means it's unpleasant.
Right.
So they drop to their knees, spraying blood out of the stump where their hand used to be as their gun clatters to the floor. That will bring us then to Hayden.
All right. Hayden's going to go for whoever looked like.
Go for.
Go for whoever looked like they were fastest on the draw, and is going to go for a shoulder shot just to keep them from being able to shoot.
All right, go ahead and give me a firearms roll. Add the enhancement of the weapon. Your target number, your difficulty is 3.
Okay. Oops! I just tried to roll d20s. That's not going to do me much good. Ooh.
Well, your chances of getting an 8 or better on a d20 are much higher, to be fair.
Fair enough. All right, I did awesome. I got a 10. I got to reroll, so for a total of 6 successes plus 2 enhancement is 8.
Excellent. So you put a bullet straight through their shoulder. They drop the gun, spin around 3 times, and fall to the ground unconscious.
Perfect.
Trouble us.
That brings us to Darcy. What would you like to do?
Darcy is going to run and hide.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a stealth, or if you'd like to rely on athletics. It's like a large foyer, and if you imagine like one of those big houses where like there's kind of 2 staircases that come down, and there's a landing up top. So if you wanted to sort of hop up onto that landing, you could rely on athletics rather than stealth. The difference being is they'll likely see where you're going, but you'll still be able to make some distance.
As Darcy
Stealth
leaves,
is subterfuge, right? Or is that...
Stealth, subterfuge? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm better at athletics, and I have sprinting as a skill, like a specialty skill.
So that would actually apply, specialties or apply crosswise. So if you wanted to make the subterfuge roll, you would get an enhancement on that from the sprinting specialty. Or if you just want to go with straight athletics, you can go with straight athletics. It's up to you. Whichever you prefer.
Let's go straight athletics. And
Okay.
I got dexterity.
All right.
7. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a 10, so I'll re-roll. Another 10, 5. 5 successes.
Excellent. So you sort of like jump up onto like there's like a stand that's got like a vase on it. You jump up onto the stand, up onto the banister, and then up onto that top level. You draw the attention and probably fire of 2 of the individuals as they turn towards you, leaving 2 that are facing forward that are uninjured. Rev, so far you do not see anyone on the approach. You have the opportunity to intervene before the remaining bandits act.
That is exactly what I do.
Excellent.
With bullets.
Go ahead and give me a firearms. You're going to have a complication of 2 because you're shooting through into a building. It's got walls and things like that in the way.
Yes.
So your difficulty is 3, complication 2. If you don't resolve the complication, there could be an undesired ricochet.
Can't have that. Can I use the sniper trait for subtract 1 from all difficulties like range, wind, fog, shooting into a crowd, poor light.
Excellent. Yep. So that would make the complication just a 1 then.
Okay, and double the weapons enhancement. I can add 2 worth of. I can't find the brutal tag. I've been going through this book. I cannot find it.
So brutal gives you brutal lets you buy the critical stunt for 1 less success. So instead of having to spend 4 successes for critical, you spend 3.
Oh, neat. I mean, whatever helps me hit. That's really the important thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Excellent. Do you want to pop one of them that has turned to face Darcy, or do you want to pop one of them that is still facing Topher and Hayden?
Darcy.
Excellent. One of the ones that turns to face Darcy, you just see their head kind of disintegrate, much like a watermelon at a Gallagher show. That leaves 3, 1 facing Darcy and 1 facing each of you. They're all none of them are particularly creative, so they're just going to shoot. Okay, the first shot goes at Darcy and goes wide, misses. The second shot is coming at Topher. That does not go wide. Topher, what's your soft armor?
So it is 3.
Excellent. And do you have any type of defense, or do you want to just rely on your base?
And I have a thick. That's,
All right, go ahead and give me a stamina roll.
yeah, I'm gonna roll thick. Oh, actually, I think doesn't the oh no, that's hard armor. Okay. So 4 successes on the stamina.
Oh, excellent. All right. So as they fire, it's a glancing blow, like tags you in the shoulder, but your armor takes it. And the last one is going to shoot at Hayden. Oh my God, Hayden, what would you like to rely on for your defense?
I am going to argue resolve plus medicine as opposed to trying to fully dodge it. I'm trying to get hit in a place where it will affect me the least.
That would be just resolve, because you have taken a dice action, so you don't get to roll like the double resolve. But go ahead and roll resolve.
Right. Okay, resolve. Yeah, so same situation. I'm just gonna steel myself for the hit.
Sure.
Let's give it a shot. See what happens.
And to refresh memory, the parcel has durability scale.
Ooh,
Correct.
and also we have the armor is a 3 enhancement. Did you say?
That's soft armor, so it doesn't give you an enhancement to your defense. It just increases their difficulty to actually inflict injury on you.
Okay. I did still get 3 successes though.
Excellent. So between the two of them, they're unable to inflict an injury, but they do knock you prone. They basically the force of the gunshot knocks you onto your back. You don't take any injuries though.
Okay.
Gophers are built to last, buddy.
That brings us around to the top of the order. So that, if I'm not mistaken, was Rav again, right?
Kill.
What would you like to do?
Kill.
All right. Who are you aiming at?
A bad guy.
Any-
Prioritizing anybody going after Darcy.
All right. There's still one left doing that. So
That is 6.
excellent. You tag them in the back, and they too spit out a great deal of blood and sinew as you shoot them in the back of the neck, and blood just sort of sprays out of their jugular vein as they spin around 3 times, painting the entire room in gore before they fall over.
Slow motion, opera music playing. Very dread.
Uniforms are also stain resistant.
Topher, what would you like to do?
I will lower my helmet so as to not get gore in my eyes. And
I apologize for nothing.
there's another fella here, right?
There's one basically squared off with you, one basically squared off with Hayden.
Okay, I will bend down to pick up the hand with the gun in it,
Excellent.
and I'm going to point it at the other one.
All right. You want to try to intimidate them?
Say you can run.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a leadership. Command?
Yeah. So I'll go with persuasion.
Persuasion, that works.
Yeah, I'll go. Presence, persuasion. Does the hand give me any enhancement?
I would say +2 enhancement for the hand.
Okay. To the hand. I got 3. You can run.
Excellent. They drop their gun and take off and dive out a window.
Good. It was smart. The
Hayden,
door was open though.
Hayden, what would you like to do at this point?
Sit up, and I think since I was knocked prone, would I still have command of my rifle, or will I have to fast draw my bolt pistol?
I would say if you don't want to take the action to pick up the rifle, you would need a fast draw.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. That's a momentum, right? I have to spend a momentum to do
No,
that?
that just happens.
No, sorry, that's an edge. Sorry, I was thinking skill trick.
No.
Okay, cool. Yep, I'm gonna fast draw the rifle and try to shoot the guy who shot me.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a firearms. And what would you like to rely on attribute-wise?
I think I'm going to change it up a little, much as I love my intellect. I think we're gonna ride on the resolve wave right now.
Excellent.
I'm just focused. So
Your difficulty is 3.
ooh, I got a 10. Okay. That is a 2.
Does that include your enhancement from the?
No, that is a 4.
Excellent. You shoot him in the knee, and his leg kind of bends backwards, and he drops to the ground. You hear this sort of horrible crack as the fracture that the bolt creates in his kneecap compounds. And Darcy, you get. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Hayden's gonna go. Haven't you heard you're not supposed to injure doctors?
Nice.
This whole thing is just full of Sin City yeesh energy.
And Darcy, you got up onto that top platform and you run up the hallway. You can clearly see what appears to be like a sealed metal hatch at the end of the hallway, like a panic room. Unfortunately, you also see what appears to be several clay-like bricks stuck to the outside of that door that have wires coming out of them.
Oh no. Run the other way.
Excellent. So from the ground, Topher and Hayden, well, and also through the sniper sight, Rav, you see Darcy like run out of view and then turn and run the other direction on the.
What's going on, Darcy?
Get to the car. Start the car.
What's going on?
Scooby-Doo
Sometimes.
chase scenes.
Well, no, we have to drop it off.
Yeah, Darcy's just gonna go run to the car if they're not listening.
All right, Darcy
Protecting that
starts
light, baby.
hopping down the stairs and trying to run past you.
Maintaining overwatch on the Child of Light.
We're clear down here, right? All of the ne'er-do-wells have been otherwise.
Yeah, they're either too injured to be a threat at this point or dead.
Okay, I keep the pistol and I will offer the other hand back to the gentleman I took it from. And I'll take a look at this.
He is passed out from loss of blood.
Okay, I will put it on his chest and just kind of pat it. And then I will, if I know that Darcy's going back to the car, I know she'll be safe there.
Right.
I need to find Chase Morgan, so I'll go see what she was freaking out about.
All right, and where's Hayden going?
Hayden's gonna. They're aware they're not going to be able to see around the corner wherever Topher's going, but they're going to position themselves on the stairs so that they can see Topher until Topher's around the corner, but continue to see the car.
All right, excellent. Rav,
Actually, top of the stairs so I can see Topher because I know that Rav's got an eye on things as well.
excellent. Rav, you see 4 more bikes coming up the road. What would you like to do?
Ping the first one.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me that firearms roll, please.
Let the others see what awaits. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you shoot them like middle mass, and in an almost like story of Ricky sort of level of like force, blasts his spine out as he flies one direction, the bike goes forward the other direction.
The gore is just Mortal Kombat X-ray shots level here. This is something.
Topher, you round the corner up to the top of the stairs
Chase Morgan.
and see several bricks of what you can only assume are probably C4 wired to that what looks like the exterior of a panic room door.
Is there a person and or a detonator nearby?
Go ahead and give me there's not a person nearby. Go ahead and give me a technology check if you don't mind.
Sure. I'll rely on my intellect for this.
Sure.
There's no way Darcy is gonna fuck with some bombs and make a technology roll.
That's 5.
Excellent. Looks like it's got a timer on it that's got about 1:30 left on it. But also looks like it is set to rig if that door opens.
Chase Morgan, are you in there?
An intercom turns on. I think they planted a bomb out there.
Yep, it's got about a minute left. Is that you? Are you Morgan?
Yes.
All right. Sit tight. I will very calmly kind of hum my jingle to myself as I get my tool bag out, and I'm going to disarm this bomb.
Excellent. This is going to
Are there
be
milestones? It's going to be super fun.
Yeah. So you're going to have 3 milestones. Each milestone is difficulty 3. Each roll also has a complication of 1. If you fail to resolve that complication, you will, we'll say, shave 30 seconds off the timer.
Okay. So I do have Tech Whiz.
Excellent. Which does...
So it says I may add half my rating in a second skill as enhancement as long as the skill is one used to operate the device. So I feel like it's like technology and technology. Is that basically what we're doing?
I mean, science, one would argue.
Science, I have science. We can do science too.
All right.
That works.
Excellent.
Okay. Half the rating rounded down. Okay. And the target was what?
Target's 3, complication
Okay.
1.
3, complication 1.
3
3 plus 1,
milestones.
and 1 is 30 seconds on the timer, right?
Yep.
Joy. So if I screw this up twice, we're just dead.
Well, you are. I mean,
Well, I'm probably, and maybe,
Darcy's not.
Darcy's fine. Well, Darcy will be able to make the delivery because, well, I'll be dead.
yeah. And Hayden, from where
I'll
you're
deliver this baby for us.
from where you're sitting, Hayden, you can clearly see Topher working on this bomb.
So there's a bomb up here. 6 successes.
Can I? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, can I assist him in any way from my angle? But it sounds like he's doing okay.
Yeah, you can shout words of encouragement. So the first milestone is a success, and you have negated the complication. Let's go to milestone number 2, please. While that's happening,
That looks like a bomb.
the other 3 on the bikes have not been deterred. So, Rav, if you'd like to give me another firearms roll, you may do so.
It would be my genuine pleasure. Beep boop, all my dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Excellent. So you shoot the next one, and you shoot their bike right in the gas tank, which causes their bike to explode, and the bike next to them to explode, throwing both riders about 15 feet into the air as they burst into flame. This leaves the final rider, who does pull out a gun and try to shoot back at you. Go ahead and roll whatever resistance attribute you'd like to rely on.
I give a devil smile from dirty work. All right, let's see. What am I resisting with? I have no fucking idea. It's 3 dice, whatever I do.
All right.
Shit, nothing.
All right, excellent. You get tagged in the shoulder and take 1 injury condition. Darcy,
Ow.
what would you like to do? While I would assume I had assumed you were running out to the car still, correct?
Yeah, I was gonna run out to the car. I don't know if it's locked or anything.
That is not.
If it's locked.
I would assume that you're not locked out of it.
Oh yeah, it'd just be like hiding near it, I guess.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check, please.
Okay. The subterfuge?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. And resolve for, I guess.
Yeah, that works. You are very determined to not be found.
Yes. It's my resolve. Oh, okay. That's 2 successes.
Excellent. You slide underneath the truck, and are pretty well hidden behind the tires, but also have pretty good cover. What did you get on your second disarming roll, Topher?
So at this point, Hayden probably hears Topher getting a bit louder as far as his kind of jingling is going. So you're hearing in a world of dread, green gophers on the way. Through the hordes we go, your cargo's on the way. I got 4 successes in the second one.
Excellent. That's barely clears it. So you
Bombs can't stop us, deliver it we must.
You see the timer catches for a second, and then speeds up to match, but then drops back to normal passage of time.
Oh,
Hayden looks like what the and is like delivering packaging.
Offering some moral support. All right. So Rav, you have one more shot at this biker before they actually reach the gate.
Shall harm the child of light. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You shoot the front tire. The tire goes to the right and the handlebars go to the left. The bike flips end over end forward, and the driver lands, and then the bike lands on him, and then he continues moving up the road at about 45 miles an hour for about 60 feet or so.
I got to see the cinematography on this thing. Just like, oh.
Just leaving like a streak of blood on the ground.
Oh my god.
I'm going to paint the town red.
Topher, give me your last disarm roll, please.
Do you get an enhancement for moral support? I even rhymed.
I'll allow a +1 enhancement for moral support, sure.
oh, good. Do we have any momentum left?
You have 3 left, I believe.
Y'all mind if I borrow a couple of that?
No, please do. I don't want to
Pretty
die by
important.
explosion.
I'm gonna use 2.
I also don't want you to die because one of my goals is for none of you to die.
All right. So,
On the last session, lofty.
if we don't make it, don't you fret, because we're in pieces, dear. I got 3.
Excellent. So you see it immediately jump from 1 minute to 30 seconds
Guarantee.
No.
and count down to 29, 28, and then stop. The timer zeroes out.
And the zombie proofing's free. Stand up. Chase Morgan, you alive in there?
Yes. Is it safe?
You can come out now.
It's not very bullish of him.
You hear the airlock hiss as the panic room opens. See a dude in his 30s. He's got like 6 people in the panic room with him.
Hayden, could you do us a favor and go get Darcy? It seems that we're able to make our delivery and make sure that whatever's going on outside that Rav is shooting, keep shooting.
All right. Sounds like a plan. I'll be there. Be back in a sec. And Peyton's going to go down. Start with grabbing the... I guess... How far... Because Rav is out there, so I'm going to have to use the walkie, right?
No, Rav is up on the, at this point, crouched up on the wall right next to the iron gate. And you can you can see as you run out, you can clock that Rav's bleeding from his shoulder.
Okay.
You can probably also see from your vantage point, like a shadow, a shadowy figure sort of crouched under the car.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Hayden's just gonna say, without looking at her, just in case there's eyes, just gonna say, "Stay there for a sec, Darcy. I'm coming for you in a minute." And is gonna go back to toward where Rav is. How many more approaches do we have?
By Rav's count, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
Yeah, that was the last.
Perfect.
That was the last one that got
just
turned
gonna
into road pizza.
Go. I have the skill trick first aid, which during active time would reduce doing first aid to one round. Is there a way I can apply that here?
Yeah, absolutely. You run up and effectively heal that that one injury. You're able to tape Rav up pretty easily. As you're taping Rav up, you do hear three rapid gunshots inside the house. As Chase comes out and kind of looks at the bomb and says, "Oh, well, I'll make sure that the staff get that." You have a thing for me to sign?
I do. I will kind of towel off the gore in my area before I remove it from the messenger bag.
Two of the staff that were in the panic room come running out and just like shoot the thieves that were on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, that's their cleanup. Sorry about the foyer.
No, it's fine. So you didn't do most of that damage was already there.
Well, yes, if you could sign here, Morgan. The package will be coming back in, and I hope that you have a proper associate to hook it up to.
Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, Janine.
Where should we deliver it? You want it here in this room, safe thing, or you have another place where the stuff goes?
You see a girl sitting in the back of the safe room. She looks like she's probably in her early 20s. She's kind of rocking back and forth a bit nervously. Seems kind of panicked a little bit by all the excitement. And he says, Janine will be the recipient. And he shouts down, Richard, collect all those bodies and whatever might be out on the lawn and get them over to the morgue, please.
Will you be...
We don't want them to get back up.
Will you be handling installation yourself?
Oh, heavens no.
Oh, well, good, because we do have an ad hoc service here. I will apply the same addendum that we did in the last place, based on the doctor's previous rate.
Wonderful, yeah. Signs for it.
Right, love it. Love extras. Okay. We'll just wait for the package to arrive.
Yeah, Hayden tapes Rav up real quick and goes, "Gotta keep the shooting arm in, or gotta keep your shoulders in good condition so you can keep taking people out. Keep an eye on the back. I've gotta take Darcy up."
As you wish, Doctor.
All right.
He's just gonna hop back down, get back to the truck at this point.
Darcy, you see Hayden's feet come up to the edge of the truck.
She'll grab her ankle. Trust
Make a zombie sound.
She's like, "Hey, none of that shit," and is just gonna kind of like sling the rifle over, but keep the bolt pistol handy. And come on, let's go. We're clear ahead.
Okay. But she'll make a stop over to Rav first. And she'll go up to Rav and say, Ferris Bueller, you're my hero. And blow him a kiss. And then go inside.
Excellent.
That's a nice feeling.
Throughout the course of all this, Rav, you've managed to collect some grub. And there's more grub on the ground. You just need to go scoop it up.
Comes in, sees the detached hand. You gonna eat that?
As you're walking up, Darcy and Hayden, you see like one of the staff from the Morgan's household with like a wheelbarrow, like walking out, like just with the bodies piled in the wheelbarrow. You get up into the panic room where Chase points over to Janine, says, if you wouldn't mind installing the device, I would greatly appreciate it.
You ready, Darcy?
Yeah, just one sec. Janine, are you a good person or are you like, what's up with you? I just want to make sure I'm handing off this light baby to someone that's trustworthy.
You can tell that she's very nervous. Why don't you go ahead and give me We'll say. You got any empathy?
Yeah, I got 3 empathy.
Sure, go ahead and give me an empathy roll, and then whatever attribute you'd like to pair that with, try to get a read on her.
Resolve, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. Got a 10 and a 9, so I'll reroll. And a 9, 3.
For the most part, she just seems scared and nervous. You don't like nothing about her seems outwardly malicious, but she also seems like super shy. Like she's kind of resistant to answering your question.
All right.
Darcy,
Good enough.
I think you and Rav might be in a unique position to and Hayden's saying this while they're starting to like prep like Janine's arm for the and things like that. Might be one of the few people in the unique position to tell, was it Janine,
Mm-hmm.
tell Janine what this is going to be like.
Oh, well, this light baby's wonderful.
I walk up, rifle in hand. Not interrupting.
He means a lot to me, so just make sure that you take good care of her or it. I don't know what gender it is, but they're just a good light baby, okay? Just be good to it.
I genuinely considered not stopping.
Chase says, "We will ensure every expense is paid to keep Janine comfortable, and that the equipment is handled to the best of our ability."
I've been offered a job going back and consulting on my experience. May I offer you the benefit of some of that for free right now?
Certainly.
The happier Janine is, the better it works.
Noted.
That's me.
It seems to me like the two of you are going to have a very special bond. And I'm going to do my medicine and intellect roll just to try and make this go smoothly.
Sure.
That's okay.
Go for it.
Hey, we all delivered a
Got some
baby.
tens.
Yes,
Delivers 4.
exactly.
Hey. That's 4 successes.
Glorious. Yeah, you're able to facilitate the transfer fairly easily. Darcy, as the apparatus is disconnected, you feel sort of a rush of energy as the psychic connection is jarred loose. But almost like a lingering spark of connection, and almost as though as well you can sort of now feel and are aware of Rav's state of mind. Likewise, you both get a sense of Janine's state of mind when she's plugged in. You get that she sort of is overwhelmed with euphoria for a moment. And as soon as the connection is completed, Janine rolls her eyes back in her head and starts speaking, and she says, "Topher, I see you've arrived at the final destination."
Not planning for the shipment. Yep, looks like all the routes have been completed. All the T's are crossed, I's are dotted.
Congratulations, you've played an integral part in reconnecting a good portion of the Northeast. We are ever in your debt and will be sure to give you a glowing review.
Well, it's really funny that you mentioned that because, I really like Boston, so I'm actually thinking about setting up a remote office here. So instead of this glowing review, how about you all sign this I will provide a state contract, basically. So if you want to, why don't you invest in your local infrastructure and logistics, and we can get a green gopher in your area.
Janine's head sort of lobs over in the direction of Chase and says, "Is this acceptable to you?" Chase says, "Oh yeah, no, this dude's great. He kept me from blowing up. I'm all for it. So that's exactly the kind of personal attention that I would like in a business partner, one who will ensure I don't explode."
If you need the explosives, I will gladly take it off your hands as well.
Yeah, please do. That'd be great.
I love bombs.
That would be wonderful. Let's work out the logistics over dinner.
Darcy, you okay?
Yeah.
We'll get you a new friend.
Yeah. Farewell, light baby.
Hey, I think maybe this successful delivery, I mean, once we've tied up our loose ends, calls for a little bit of celebration.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I can drink
I think
alcohol
Darcy's
again.
pretty good at that.
My planning stops as soon as I leave this building. So the first thing I do when I leave is I get on my damn uniform.
Excellent.
As I am now off the clock.
Time to be off the clock for a while.
You all clock out. Darcy, you are able to easily find the nearest temple of the Light of Hedon, where you are able to celebrate and observe your religious practices and well into the wee hours. Topher, the Chase agrees that it's probably best. They need some time to clean their house up, and you have had a long journey, so they say obviously you have the credits for the job. We'll ensure that you have access to the nearest garage to do any repairs or upkeep you need to do on your vehicle. Finest accommodations in all of Boston are yours at your disposal, and they give you 250 UPP worth of like spendable cash money, running money to blow on your party for the evening. Are there any final pieces of business that any of you would like to attend?
There's one more thing I want to make sure that I do over dinner. I offer all the people here, Darcy and Rav and Hayden, partner contracts if they want them, at the value of the first job that they did, which comes to it's $4,600 between the three of them. Basically, it's $1,150 a piece is what they'd be walking away with. So they can either take that and be on their merry way, or they can leave me with half of it and get partnership in the Gopher, and they can operate out of Boston or the Pit as they see fit, and get all of the benefits of the helmet and the umbrella, as it were. And I thank you all for making this trip possible.
Put me down for a share.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'll be more on call, maybe, but I'll support it.
Well, not everything was going to be alive, so sometimes it's just stuff.
Yeah.
You have a
I'm happy about
relief
that.
casual position.
Darcy, you can come and go as you damn well please, okay?
Excellent.
Hayden is going to join Darcy in celebrating.
Excellent.
Party.
I will join them and come out of my shell a little bit. But first, I'm going to stop at the local bounty office and lay out a series of trophies, contracts, destapled faces, and whatnot that there is. Yikes. That whatever, and see if I can get a nice rep bump from that.
You absolutely do. You also, in addition to increase your reputation, you also gain another 150 UPP worth of reward for the various contracts that you have taken out.
Sweet.
Any other final business for Rav?
I loosen up enough to actually dance with them.
Excellent. I
Not a
love it.
lot, not enthusiastically.
So does Hayden.
Glorious. Any other final business for Hayden?
Not really. Invests in Green Gopher. Maybe I feel like Darcy could loosely consider Hayden converted.
Excellent.
Yeah. I mean, you're
Um,
with me.
Yep. And they actually seem to have an alright time.
Beautiful. And any last things that Darcy would like to achieve, or any final business that she'd like to attend to before we draw the curtain on our adventure?
Oh, she's just happy she got Rav dancing. She's gonna like hold his hands and make him like exaggerated movements, you know? Like, he's like really flailing around.
Beautiful. I love it.
I was taught not to play with my food. This is hard.
Well, and and with that lovely visual, that is where we will end this adventure, this tale of making connections with Dystopia Rising Evolution. So, congratulations, everyone. It sounds like most of the aspirations were achieved, right? Like, let's go around real quick. Topher, any what aspirations did you achieve this session?
I completed the goddamn shipment.
Excellent.
And successfully expanding the delivery franchise with +1 partners. I actually got 4.
Excellent. So that's both of your short terms, and your long term was.
The one was a long term. The other short term was establish a trade route to the pit, which it'll happen.
Excellent. Fair enough. Hayden, aspirations?
Yes.
For each of those shorts, you get a 1 XP, by the way. And for the long, you get two.
That's true.
You get 2. Yep. Hayden, what did you, aside from having an adorable kitty, what did?
Yes, if anyone saw me lovingly staring off screen during this, I'm cat sitting. I did achieve a few goals. One being, nobody in the party died, which was a short term, but
Excellent.
a very exciting one. I personally don't ever think that I really made my long term, which was make the right call, because that implied having to make a very difficult decision. And I don't know, we just kind of rocked it. So
That's fair enough.
sometimes not having to make a difficult decision is a good thing. Finally, my other short term, oh, sorry, Sooty, just booted the cat. The other short term was make a positive life change. And I think opening up a little bit to folks and exploring a new way of life might be positive. So that's 2 short terms.
Also increased your socioeconomic status.
That's true.
I did that too. I became a partner.
And you're drinking
That's also-
more on the weekends.
Yeah.
So those are all
Found
positive.
religion.
Those are all positive changes. So yeah, those would be 2 short terms completed.
I think Hayden might be one of those people that joins a religion for the community, maybe, but nonetheless.
Less prayer, more ice cream, social Catholic.
Exactly.
Yeah, but these guys party.
Right. It's
The ice cream is booze and the social's an orgy. You know. It's all-
right. Exactly.
Hayden may eventually learn how to not be socially awkward. It's a win-win.
And given enough time, it's quite possible. Darcy, your aspirations, did you achieve? What were your short terms?
My first short was show off your athletic skill.
Which you did.
And I think I did that by like jumping onto a balcony with a baby strapped to my chest.
Yes.
So.
Yes. I think that qualifies.
And my other short term was make sure Light Baby's in good hands.
Which also
Even though she was like very quiet, I was just like, okay.
You achieved both of those. And your long term was to convert someone to the church, which also you did. So that's 2 more experience for that, and then that leaves us with Rav. Your short terms.
Display combat prowess. I think I popped enough people today to do that.
I would say so.
Like, hoof and rooftops. That was some sweet stuff. Make sure Light Baby gets to a good home. I think that's been ensured.
That has
and
been
long term has been money, safety, power, food. I think I got all of those.
You did. So that's 2 for the long term. Excellent. And everyone gets an additional one because everyone got short terms. You spent half the momentum pool in a single scene, so that is 1 XP for everybody. And you completed a group story, so that's 3 XP for everybody. So you can go ahead and make those tallies on your sheet just in case we ever come back and revisit these characters. One never knows. There could be an occasion.
I would like that.
I would like it too. I always have such a good time and always want to get back to them. And as Leko can attest, sometimes we find a way to make that happen. Sometimes it's not necessarily the way that one might expect, but we do find ways to make it happen. Well, having said that, then that's where we draw the curtains on our tales. So I would like to thank all of the players once again for being here. Thank everyone at home that's watching, whether live or in instant replay. A couple things I want to remind you of before we hit the road is that the final Friday of the month, in this case, be a week from Friday, is Onyx Path Game Night via Start Playing. We are focusing our attention this month on They Came From, but you can play any Onyx Path game. If you want to hit the link I just threw in the chat for details, it's a good chance to try out a new game or maybe run a game you haven't run before. You can also, if you're looking for players to meet with or just to discuss our games, you can head over to our Discord. There's a looking for group channel there and various other discussions. I want to remind everyone that the Trinity Continuum Player's Guide is currently on BackerKit. We have, as of right now, we've got 63 hours left, and we have already met and exceeded our base fundraising goal. We are now well into stretch goals. If you get over there and get involved before that ends, you can help us increase the number of stretch goals, which also by backing, you'll get access to all those. If you back for as little as $5, you can get access to the manuscript. And if you like what you see, then you can increase your pledge. If not the apocalypse, you can back out at that point if you so choose. But having had the opportunity to run a couple of actual plays involving that material, I really think if you check it out, you will enjoy it quite a bit. Also want to remind everyone that there is a short media contest running right now. If you want to make like a TikTok or a Instagram reel, Facebook video, whatever, YouTube video, any sort of a video focused on one of our games, and submit it using the media form that I'm about to share in the link the link to in the chat. We have a contest going. We'll be announcing the winner the first week of next month, I believe. And that contest is for $150 worth of our materials, I believe, digitally. So if you're, if you make TikToks or things along those lines, that's a good contest to check out. I think that pays the bills. So now that I have done all that, let me go ahead and have everyone tell us one final time who you are, what you do, who you're playing, your pronouns, their pronouns, anything you'd care to promote. And this time we'll start it off with Rav. Your pertinence, please.
I have been, continue to be, and shall remain, as far as I know, Kevin Zarnicki, he, him. I have been Rav, also he, him. You can find my stuff mostly in Shadowrun, but occasionally here at Onyx Path and a few other studios as far as RPG stuff goes. And you can hear my voiceover in a surprising number of commercials. You've heard me before, you just don't know where. But I'll give you one for free. 90 grams carbs, 90 grams sugars, 0 calories. It's another way to find your beach. And if you like, come learn how to do it with me. You can find me at Twitter at Necromancy101. Thanks so much for being here, and thank you for playing together, guys. I've made some real friends, and I'm just so happy, and I'm so sad that it's ending here.
Thank you for being here. It's been it has been and always is a pleasure. I'm really glad we had this opportunity to kick it. Thank you for joining us. I really
Thanks
appreciate
for the opportunity.
being here. Absolutely.
Mwah.
Next up, Haley, if you could please give me all of your dirty details.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Haley, also known as Babe_Blade666. You can follow me on Instagram, where I do different cosplays and test out makeup and all sorts of stuff. Coming up this Thursday at 8 on Restless Barbarian Gaming, I'm playing Call of Cthulhu. And our game is set in 1923, so I'm pretty excited for that kind of Gatsby makeup and stuff. So
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and my main group is playing vampire pretty soon in a game called Midwestern by Night.
Nice. Love it.
We're gonna be in the middle of farm country playing vampires. It's gonna be great.
Awesome.
I have the link here. I guess I just
What's the what channel is that one on?
we have a new channel called Crovis Crow. So I just put it in the chat. So
It's
and thanks everyone for playing. And I had a great
KROW.
time.
Thank you for being here. And it's Crow X Crow. So I think
K-O-R-B.
I think the chat bots ate your link, but if you want to throw it in the Zoom, I'll paste it in the chat.
Okay.
I also threw a link to your Instagram over there in the chat. And while Haley's getting me that link, let's go over to Lecco. Please give me your pertinence.
Hi, I'm Leco Rodriguez, teamleco.com. Visit me for a free consultation if you were looking for a highly personalized nutrition, training, or weight loss coaching plan. Happy to work with anybody over any time, just need to figure out whether or not we fit. I've been playing Topher, the Gopher, a green gopher dispatch and delivery. Proof's in the pudding, people. Get your parcels where you're going to get them. Design-proof packaging gets it done. It has been great. Kevin, CJ, Haley, Travis. I mean, can't say thank you enough. It's been a great time. So I look forward to getting into mischief. Expect to hear from me soon regarding, I guess I can announce this now. I will be participating in the World of Darkness Unbound license. Basically, they give you kind of free reign to create any game you want and then release it on itch.io. So we'll see how it goes. But I'll be reaching out to people in the community to see if they want to, I don't know, throw down some vampire stuff, to see if they want to, contribute some vampire lore or what have you to help making this game get realized. It'll be a good time.
It's pretty sweet. I've had the privilege of seeing some of the things coming together behind the scenes so far, and it looks super cool.
I wasn't going to announce anything until I was sure I was committed, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get something like at least a tech demo working pretty soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. And you can get updates to that on my Twitter at TeamLeco, TeamLeco, once I start putting up screenshots and stuff.
Rock and roll. And last but not least, that brings us over to CJ. Please give us all of your pertinence.
Hi folks, I'm CJ Starry, they, them, and I've been playing Hayden Horan, who also is they, them. Other places that you can find me other than here on the Onyx Path are Ink and Lyre, Lyre, and also one new place coming up. It is not launched yet, it's getting there. It's called The Beloved Nerds, and we will be streaming a few different things there now, including possibly a continuation of our vampire story that follows the Black Angels that you may have seen on other channels previously. So we are looking forward to that. Give us a follow so that you can stay up to date with that. And thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. It's always a lot of fun, and I keep getting to meet cool people and play cool games.
Well, thank you for being here, and it's always awesome to have you. And I really appreciate you taking the time. And once again, I appreciate the audience, whether you're watching live or in the playback. Thank you so much for checking out our games. I highly recommend, if you've not yet done so, head over to either Drive-Thru RPG or your friendly local game store or Indie Press Revolution and pick up a copy of Dystopia Rising Evolution. It's a very fun game if you're into any of post-apocalyptic zombie, gore, horror, survival, psychics, fun stuff. It ticks a lot of those boxes, so definitely check that out. I have been Travis. My pronouns he, they. When I'm not running games, I am writing them. I will be back here tomorrow at, I think, noon Eastern for Trinity Continuum Divergence Part 2 to support the Player's Guide Backer Kit. And until then, take care of yourselves and each other, get your shots, stay out of trouble. We'll see you again real soon. Bye, everybody.